Hey Daniel, Dana, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out last week and promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you can do to really maximize your traffic online. So with that, let me get started. A lot of good things here at the top. You have your click to call, your email, you have your social right there. So there's a lot of ways in which people can convert, which is always important. Your site, though, the one thing that there's not a ton of is there's not a ton of content here. And content is anything that you can highlight, whether it be pictures, text, and in this instance, I'm really talking about text. And the reason why you want a lot of content, a lot of text, is because you want to be found for specific keywords. So you are being found for 193, and looking at what you're getting traffic for, parks in Fayetteville. You're looking at, you're on the second page, getting a little bit of traffic. Roofing, you're at the second page again, getting a little bit of traffic. Roofing finance, you're in that #1 spot, but it's just not a lot of traffic there. So a lot of these things you're just not high enough. Second page, bottom of the second page. This one's bottom of the first page because it's parks. So you're just not high enough on most of these things to get a lot of volume. So I want to rank really high for this particular key. Well, let's say roofers have the most the most volume. I would have that as a heading, which you do here. You have a very good buyer intent keyword here. I would have it within my content. I would even save these images as that keyword. So instead of this being, you do have a good buyer intent keyword. So all these images should have those buyer intent. So instead of this being Atlas logo, I would have it as that particular keyword, or any of the keywords that I'm looking to be searched and found for. So adding content allows you to get ranked for more things and found for more things, and it also allows you to potentially be ranked higher, because Google really puts an emphasis on content, and they feel like the more content you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. So content's super important, and that would be definitely one of my first tips. My second tip would just be to give yourself a lot of different ways in which to convert for any particular keyword. And what I mean by that is, there are a lot of ways when people search that they can potentially convert. They could go organically, they can go to the map pack, they can go Google ads, they can go Google local ads, these Google guaranteed, and they all have their pros in which they can definitely bring in value. And these local ads, for instance, they convert at a very, very high rate. Typically, when you get messaged or you get a call, I've seen them convert somewhere between 40 to 60%. So high conversion rate for these. They are a little bit more expensive than, say, Google ads, but again, they definitely bring in great leads. The Google ads are they convert at a lot lower rate, usually 3 to 5%, but they are good for a lot of impressions. They are good to be seen. A lot of times you can build it out so it's a large section, so it's really big and people see it. So there's a lot of good things that you can do with Google ads. And again, even though they don't convert at a very high rate, they do bring in quality leads. And again, you get above the fold and be seen up here. These Google business profiles, they can pull up to 40% of the traffic. So that's a lot of volume potentially that you guys are missing out on by not being in this top 3. If you can get in this top 3, you're going to pull a lot of traffic. So say this keyword is 600 searches a month. You're looking at about 250 that are going directly to these top 3. And then obviously organic is a good thing to rank for too. So if you're running a local ad, if you're running a Google ad, if you're in the map pack, and you're ranking organically, you're going to pull as much traffic as you possibly can. And just to kind of segue into the next thing, my next tip would be to really continue to build up the strength of your site. So you have started that. You have 72 referring domains that are sending 390 links back to your site. And adding to referring domains and really getting links that are strong and powerful that help build up your site is really what's going to help you in boosting up those rankings. And it's not about quantity as much as it is about quality. You don't necessarily have to have a million links. You can just have quite a few good ones. And Baker Roofing is actually, leading the way in this. Obviously, they're a pretty strong company. They're a big company. They have a very strong site, and they're really only getting a link from their homepage, and it's enough to rank them and get them quite a bit of traffic. So, your goal would be to go out and get a few links that kind of equate to this and are as good as this. So, I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Would love to get your feedback on this video. But with that, have a great day and God bless.